So it was my high school basketball coach. His name was Phil Sinkovich, and I was a point guard on his teams. And he always told me that I was the coach on the court, and so I kind of took that literally. And then after high school and after I finished playing college, I actually came back and helped coach with him. So I started coaching with my high school coach. And the funny backstory to all of this is that my high school coach went on to start the program for the University of Cincinnati Claremont College. And so he was the first coach that started the program. And then fast forward about 25 years, and then that's when I became the head coach at Claremont. Well, I tell you, having this position where you can be selective is a really nice thing to have, as opposed to coaching in high school when you're given who's in the school. So when we got this job, we were asked by the university and the athletic director to change the culture and bring good quality student athletes in, not just athletes. And they were having problems with students leaving after the first semester because they couldn't make it with grades. And so combine that with what we were wanting in a player, let alone just a student. And we wanted the players that had no egos, which is kind of tough to come by these days. No egos, that they're willing to play as a team, that it's not all about them, that it's more about the team atmosphere, that they're coachable, willing to learn things from the coaches and from the other players on the team. One of the things that we always hit home on is playing hard and playing together. And so the players that are really good, if they have that ego, or if they're not willing to play hard, then it's not going to be a fit. And we've actually turned some players away that were really talented, but we knew they weren't going to be a good fit. And we wanted to create a culture that was good for everybody, the coaching staff, the players that were coming in to spending the time, and that they were going to be great teammates and great students. And we just finished our 5th year, sort of, if you call that a year with the COVID. But we feel really good. This past year, we had 6 student athletes that made the honor roll at our school, which had never been done before. And last year at the national tournament, we had 3 players that were awarded academic All-American. So we feel pretty good about what we're doing, both in the classroom and on the court. So it was tough to start with, but I had coached in the high school ranks for over 20 years, and so I had a lot of high school coaches that were friends that I could lean on and try to get the word out and get some players to come and play. But we started using email blasts to all the coaches around the tri-state area of Cincinnati. We brought in one of my friends that does the live stream for our games, which they had never had at Claremont College. And so we were promoting that and just trying to promote the program to attract players to come and play, as they were, like we started with just a few players. And so, we needed to really, pound the pavement and get some players to come in and try to play the way we want to play. I tell you, it was a honor, incredible honor. It was a surprise. I really didn't think about it too much. I know we had a really good year. Sometimes I'm not sure how that voting goes, but I felt very overwhelmed and honored to receive it. And I was so thankful that my wife and kids were there for that moment, for me, and for all the hard work that we've put into it. But I share that award, Maureen, with a lot of people. I mean, the athletic director, Brian Sullivan, who hired me and has supported me through this whole process. But this award is absolutely shared with my 2 close friends and assistant coaches, Doug Ast and Kyle Black, because without them, I don't do anything here. And we're one team, and we work as a machine together. And I'm so proud that those guys are with me. They're like the backbone for me, and they support me in everything we do. So I completely share that with them. And we have so much fun, and we're all on the same page. We all have the same likes and what we want in a student athletes, and it's just been really fun. Well, I have two daughters that are one's almost 16, the other one's 18, and I follow them through their activities, and I love watching. I have two daughters that are almost exact opposites. One's an athlete and one's a dancer slash cheerleader. And so, I go to all their events and I love going to their events and, when able and to support them. And, that's become my main focus is, cheering them on in whatever events they're in. But the other thing that, hobbies go is, I got in touch with a good friend of mine who actually does our live streaming, and we started a podcast ourselves locally in the school district that we grew up in. It's called This Week in Anderson, and we interview old past athletes that went to the school and what they're up to, and talk about old times, and we always get good stories out of them, something that we didn't know, and we've had a really good response from it, and that people really like it, and so we're trying to keep it going, and we love doing that, and we love doing it as much as the people that we interview, and so that's a lot of fun.